Riding the TTC Subway. Finding a subway stop. The subway runs underground, but subway stations are at street level. You can find a subway station by this sign or this one. The name of the station will be at the entrance, usually with the subway symbol. This stop or station is Osgood. Getting to the subway. Once you are in the station, you will need to walk to the platform where the trains come. Sometimes the platform is downstairs, and sometimes it is upstairs. Follow the arrows to where the subway is. More than one subway line. Some subway stations have more than one subway line. You will need to make sure you are on the platform for the subway line you want to be on. So if you wanted to be on subway line 1, this would be the right platform. We can see the 1 here on top of the train. But if you wanted to be on subway line 2, you would be on the wrong platform. Waiting for the train. You will need to make sure you are standing on the right side of the platform for the direction you are going. Here we can see there's a train here and there's a train here. They go different directions. So you want to make sure you find the train going the right direction that you want to go. You should see a sign that says northbound, southbound, eastbound, or westbound. There are also maps that show which direction the train is going. The designated waiting area. It is a good idea to wait for the train in the designated waiting area, or DWA. In case of an emergency, or if you need help, you can press the button and speak to a TTC worker. The yellow line. When you are waiting for the train, you need to wait behind the yellow line. This line is there for your safety to make sure you don't get hurt. Getting on the subway. Once the train arrives in the station, you need to wait for the doors to open and for the people leaving the train to get off first. As you walk to get on the train, be careful of the gap between the platform and the train. Finding a seat. If you can find a seat, you should sit down. If there is no seat available, you will have to stand. Make sure to hold onto a pole or handle if you are standing. If you are having trouble standing, you can always ask to sit down. If there are a lot of empty seats, you should find a seat to yourself. Don't sit beside someone unless that is the only seat left. It's a good idea to sit beside your friends and family so that you don't have to sit beside a stranger. Rules for sitting on the subway. The same rules for sitting on the bus and the streetcar are for the subway. Remember not to sit on the outside seat. Move to the seat beside the window. If you have a bag, put it on your lap or on the floor. Don't take up more than one seat and leave the blue seats for those who need to sit down. People like the elderly, people who have trouble standing, or people who are pregnant. Listening for your stop. Just like on the bus or streetcar, each stop is announced in the subway train. Let's listen.
The next station is Bathurst, Bathurst Station. Arriving at Bathurst, Bathurst Station.
The stop is also written on the walls of each subway station. So here we can see the station written on the wall. It will also have a sign that says this is whichever station, and it tells you which side of the train to exit on. In the new subway trains, there are also maps which show which stop is next. The stops that are coming up are green. The stops that have already passed are red. Subway will stop at every station, so you don't need to press anything when it's your stop. You should move towards the door if your stop is next. Here we can see this woman is waiting at the door for her stop. Getting off the subway. You will get off when the door is open and you hear the chime. Remember, there are two sets of doors on each side, and only one will open. Here we see the open door, and these doors are staying closed. Getting off the subway. When it is your stop, move to exit the subway. People should wait for you to get off before they get on. Be careful to watch the gap between the train and the platform. In case of emergency. If there is an emergency on the subway, you can press the yellow emergency alarm. This will slow down the train and alert the driver that there is a problem. The police and firefighters will be called. Only press this alarm if there is a real emergency. Subway alerts. Sometimes the subway will stop or slow down for a period of time. Sometimes this is to let a train pass or someone is sick on your or another train. Wait and listen to announcements about how long the stop will be or if you will have to switch to a bus. The end.